Hello, and welcome to the wonderful world of Mark Brandstetter.
You know, the fact of the matter is the power company is going to turn off your power from time to time. I mean, it's awkward. Your kid's trying to do their homework. Your wife's trying to cook. You're watching TV. You got a bunch of steaks in the freezer. I mean, I was running around like a mental patient getting coolers out of the shed, and putting ice in there, putting all my food in there. We had a big power outage. Now they're turning it off, and they don't even tell you when it's going to come back on. They say, oh, it'll be 2 days, or maybe 3 days, or maybe 7 days. And, you know, how are you supposed to plan for that? So they're going to turn your power off. You should get a battery because it's going to save money. And then you don't have to worry about the power outage. You can still refrigerate your food. You can still watch your Netflix. The kids can do their homework, and you don't have to be in a panic. And the money that you're going to save off your electric bill is going to pay for the battery anyway. Back in the day, the batteries are expensive. The functionality wasn't great, but now they're awesome. They're inexpensive. When I've had a few power outages at my home, my family doesn't even notice. I mean, it's amazing. I was in the back room and the power went out. And the only reason I knew was I got a notification on my app. So I walked out into the kitchen. I see my kids lined up on the kitchen counter doing their homework. My wife's cooking breakfast. I felt like King Kong, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, you guys, guess what? The power's out. They're like, what, Dad? We didn't even know. I'm like, I know. I'm totally awesome. Like, you're awesome, Dad. So I'm kind of joking, but when the power goes out, it's an amazing feeling if you have batteries because you kind of look out and you see like all your neighbors don't have any power, but you have power. I think that happened to you.
Because the system works perfectly, just the way it's supposed to.
Happy 4th of July.
How we kind of got into this, grew up in construction. You know, my dad had a painting company. I would go on those summers helping him paint. It's just something about the smell of the lumber when you're on a construction site. You see the ending of the job, and I would go in and sneak into the other homes that were in frame stage, and the excitement that you would see what a home that just finished would look like. At that point, it was more or less of wanting to do more, right? You know, more than just the painting side. Got into the construction side with CMK Construction 20 years ago, and obviously got into the remodeling end of it. The motivation for CMK Construction is the same motivation that I have day in, day out here. And my parents are Greek immigrants that came over to this great country, worked their butts off, and with that, they were able to give us, you know, a great childhood growing up.
He grew up in a shed behind someone's house. He has this drive to succeed. He knows that he was given an opportunity that a lot of people don't have, and just like every day he pushes and he pushes and he pushes.
This finger, a little funny fact about Manny, this finger in that shed when it was basically a 10 by 10 shed, and it was one of my sisters, both my parents, my grandparents, right, in about 100 square foot space. There was a shed and it had a solid heavy doors. The door actually got crushed on my finger. This is whenever I want to get humbled, I look at my finger and I say, you know what, don't forget, you know, the drive to keep going forward and forward and forward. Literally, I'm staring at it every day.
It takes 16-hour days. It takes a lot of hard work, and they are always, and the family is always what's most important to us. But the business is also our family. The people that work here are our family, and we care about them all. We care about our customers.
And we want to help more people doing it right. We've heard the horror stories, you know, people being abandoned in the middle of their jobs, people taking their money and running. Construction in the state of Florida does not have a good name. Our goal is that we're here to help a lot of people do it right and get their dream kitchen or bathroom. For us to be in someone's personal space for weeks on end, that's a big commitment. We're taking away your kitchen. You can't eat during that frame. You know, the bathroom, you can't use one of your bathrooms during that time. So we know it's a stressful time. Our goal is to try to make it as least stressful as possible and to do a great job for everybody.
Cheers. Happy 4th of July. Cheers.
Yeah, cleared that way.
That's absolutely not true. But
He'll debate that. He'll debate that. Come on, let me have my fun. Let me have my fun over here.
you can get out and hit it with a flashlight at night if you want to make some solar power. I guess.
Yeah, the thing spin. Watch you spin backwards with the moon out. Trust me, I've seen it myself. I might have had a drink or two that day, but I've seen it myself.
Manny and I met at the University of Florida 27 or 8 years ago. We've been together 25 years. We were friends first.
The funny thing is, she asked me out on a date, believe it or not.
We
Told
had
her it's
known
my-
each other. We'd worked together, and it was in the nightclub industry. So there were a lot of women. He was part owner in it, and they were all, you know, Manny, a little bit. So, and he never bit. And I was working myself through school. I had 3 jobs, and I said, that is a great human being. That's somebody who I want to get to know more. And so I just said, maybe one day you'll take me out. And I think he was kind of shocked.
It was an awkward moment a little bit, right? We were literally going down the stairs of a 3-story building, letting everybody out for the night. And next thing you know, she asked me out.
He took me out on a date in his little teal Corolla, and I had to get in on the driver's side door and hop over the stick because the door wouldn't open. And so we had a great time. I remember we went for fajitas, and we went to the botanical gardens. And from that moment on, we never separated. And now we're married. I was in love. It was the Corolla.
So those are some good tips. Blue Corolla and, the botanical gardens. But no, she's, sometimes you just instantly meet the right person, and boy, did I ever. She's an amazing woman. She's beautiful, but more inside as much as out. She's a great mother. What an awesome decision we did as we took a journey, honestly, to the unknown, as any new business owner does. We're like, let's start a construction company. And ever since then, it was day in, day out, being a local in the Tampa Bay area all my life. There's no place in the world I would rather live, 27, 28 years ago. It's wild.
That was it. The rest is history.